spent my whole life looking at one thing, and it was beautiful and it would not let me in. I pressed my face against the golden surfaces and heard myself described as ugly from within. I stuttered when I tried to speak of beauty. The words would come apart before the end. But in my silence I was building something, a place where only fire could comprehend. Beauty that cannot be touched becomes a weapon. Beauty that cannot be owned becomes a wall. And the man who cannot cross the wall of beauty will burn it down or not exist at all. The golden temple, the golden temple. I have memorized the face of every room. The golden temple, the golden temple. I have loved it like a man who loves his doom. The reflection on the water was its finest hour. The hour I understood I had no place. The golden temple and its perfect structure, and the flame that finally showed me its face. I learned my body like a text and grammar, the rules of muscle symmetry and steel. I thought if I became a perfect surface, the ugly thing inside would start to heal. I stood beside the sword, beside the sea. The photographs were masks that almost fit, but the golden temple in the dark still waited, and the beautiful inside it still unlit. They ask why I did it. I ask, have you ever loved a thing so perfectly that the only honest act was ending it before the world could make it ordinary? Beauty that continues long enough becomes a lie. The golden structure could not stay forever gold. I gave it to the fire as a gift. I gave the fire what I could not hold. Four lives moving through the same gold dream, each one carrying what the last one knew. The ocean stretched and fertile, vast and ageless. The mask confessed what the face refused to do. I know how this ends, I have written it ahead. The story closes when the beauty does. I chose the hour, I chose the final posture with the same care I gave to every cause. The temple burned the way I always knew it would, not with rage but with a kind of grace. The water caught the fire's last reflection before the ashes settled into place. What remains is not the ash or ruin, it is the space where something perfect stood. The most that beauty asks of those who love it, to know it cannot stay and say it could. Golden temple, still burning